Do you really believe you've lost your strength as a man just because you're over 60? Well, that's exactly what they want you to believe. But the truth is very different, and it might just shock you. What's weakening your erections isn't your age. It's what you do every morning, or more accurately, what you don't do. Most older men are unknowingly following a quiet routine of self-sabotage. Small morning habits that shut down the system responsible for firm erections, active circulation, and testosterone production. But here's the secret. You can reverse this with one simple morning habit, and today, I'll show you exactly how. Stick with me until the end of this video, because in addition to revealing this habit, I'm also giving you 3 powerful bonus practices, all natural, science-backed, and capable of transforming your sex life, even after 60. What you'll learn here has already helped thousands of men regain their confidence, their vitality, and yes, their performance when it matters most. And while you're here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. This channel is all about honest, science-based, respectful conversations on men's health. If you're ready to take back control of your body, your energy, and your intimacy, you're in the right place. Now take a deep breath, because what comes next might just be the beginning of your new life. Misconceptions about aging and erections. How many times have you heard, "It's normal to lose performance as you get older"? That phrase, repeated like a mantra, weakens you more than any physical issue. Aging alone doesn't destroy your erections. What does is neglecting your body, disrupting your circadian rhythm, and slipping into a sedentary lifestyle. In other words, what they told you about age only scratches the surface. Once you realize that the loss of firmness isn't a biological sentence but a consequence of accumulated bad habits, everything changes. The problem isn't your age, it's what you're not doing with it. Your testosterone can be reactivated. Your blood flow can improve. Your nervous system can fire back up. But it takes action, not resignation. Picture your body like an engine that's been sitting idle for months. It still works, but it needs stimulation, lubrication, and fine-tuning. The same goes for your erections, which rely on healthy blood vessels, nerves, and hormones. Instead of accepting natural decline, you can restore vitality using natural science-based methods. And the key might be found in your morning routine. Many men think their only options are pills, injections, or expensive procedures. But they forget their bodies come with their own built-in pharmacy, one that releases nitric oxide, activates pleasure systems, and balances hormones when given the right signals. The good news? You don't need anything external to make this work. Just the right habits, done consistently every morning. This isn't magic, it's biology. Science shows that men who follow a structured morning routine, with clean eating and conscious breathing, can have up to 30% higher testosterone levels than sedentary, stressed-out men. That's no coincidence. Your body responds to attention. And like any powerful machine, your health needs regular maintenance, starting before breakfast. So before you blame the passing years, ask yourself, what am I doing with my mornings? Because in most cases, it's not your age that's holding you back. It's daily neglect of what matters most. And up next, you'll meet the man who's helped thousands break that cycle with a simple, effective, and life-changing approach. My name is Dr. Ethan Holloway, and for over 20 years, I've been helping men regain something most thought they'd lost: control over their own bodies. I've always believed men's health is about more than just lab results or prescriptions. It's about reading your body's signals, adjusting your habits, and reigniting what's still inside, just waiting to be switched back on. And believe me, most cases of weak erections have nothing to do with age. My mission began with my own father, watching him quietly struggle as he aged. That experience hit me hard. Since then, I've studied everything from testosterone to the nervous system, circadian biology to sexual performance, and how our morning routine impacts it all. That's how I developed what I now call the erection circuit, a series of simple daily habits that naturally reboot your sexual engine. I've seen men at 62, 67, even 74 say they feel alive again. Not because of some miracle, but because they stuck with it. And now, I'm here to walk you through the same path, step by step. Because declining performance isn't something you have to accept as normal. The solution is right there, in your morning. Let's move forward. Morning, erection circuit concept. Let me share a secret that's changed countless lives, and could change yours too. There's a specific window of time when the male body is naturally primed to activate the systems behind strong, lasting erections. That window? It happens in the first hour after waking up. And that's where the erection circuit comes in. It's a short sequence of targeted actions, done within 30 minutes of waking, that send powerful activation signals to the brain and body. The goal is to kickstart your nitric oxide production, trigger testosterone release, and fire up the parasympathetic nervous system, the one that allows natural arousal. Think of it like a button you can press daily. No extreme effort required. You've probably noticed morning erections before. That's not random. It's your body saying, "I'm ready." But if you ignore it, rush into stress, grab coffee and carbs, you miss the golden opportunity. Your circadian rhythm, your internal clock, needs proper morning cues to stay in balance. And yes, this directly affects your sexual health. The erection circuit isn't a miracle, it's a method. It includes deep breathing, sunlight exposure, pelvic floor activation, and a smart breakfast choice. All designed to prep your body to perform, with more energy, more control, and more pleasure. You don't need external aids, just your own routine, done right. A lot of guys waste time on quick fixes. But the male body works like a system of gears. When you activate the right ones in the morning, everything else, even your erections, falls into place. The more consistent you are, the more automatic it becomes. That's why consistency is everything. It's not about doing it once, it's about doing it daily. Up next, I'll walk you through each of these habits, starting with the first, sunlight, then breathing, then pelvic muscle training, and finally a breakfast tweak that might be the most overlooked part of all. And the best part? You can start tomorrow morning without spending a dime. Let's begin the circuit. Together. 3 morning habits plus 1 bonus. Tip: if you want stronger, natural erections, you don't need to wait months or gamble on risky solutions. The real secret lies in your morning routine and in just 3 simple habits that any man can do at home, effortlessly. These habits trigger testosterone production, boost blood flow, and awaken your body for what it was built to feel: pleasure, power, and confidence. These routines have been tested by men of all ages, and the results are consistent. Those who follow them report better firmness, less anxiety, and greater control, often in under 2 weeks. And the best part? They take less than 10 minutes and directly stimulate the systems that fuel your erections. I'm going to walk you through each habit, one by one. The first boosts your hormones. The second releases the stress that locks down your nervous system. The third strengthens the muscular base that supports erections. Together, they create lasting change from the inside out. And at the end, I'll give you a powerful bonus, a small breakfast tweak that could change everything. One wrong choice early in the day can mess up your hormones for hours. And most men have no idea. That's why you need to stick around. Every detail has been designed to give you your power back. Let's jump into habit number 1. And if you think 5 minutes of sunlight doesn't matter, you're about to see otherwise. Habit 1. Sunlight exposure. Most men don't realize it, but the first few minutes after waking up are critical. What you do in that window can either boost or crash your testosterone. The first habit in the erection circuit is simple. Get early morning sunlight. This isn't just wellness fluff. This is hard science about hormone production and your circadian rhythm. Sunlight, especially between 6 and 9 a.m., activates a chain reaction in your body. It resets your internal clock, tells your brain it's time to produce testosterone, and triggers the release of nitric oxide, the gas that dilates your blood vessels and supports firmer, longer-lasting erections. It's like flipping on your inner power generator. No, you don't need to sunbathe naked. Just 5 to 10 minutes with your arms and face exposed is enough. Step out onto your balcony, into your yard, or even go for a walk. That contact with natural light sends a signal to your brain, one that affects your mood, energy, and sexual health. The more consistently you do it, the better your body remembers how to work. I've had patients tell me that just this one habit improved their sleep, focus, and erection quality. And we're not even talking about supplements yet. The problem is, too many men spend all morning under artificial light, which keeps the body's systems in sleep mode. Then they wonder why they feel drained, irritable, or disconnected. So tomorrow, before you reach for your phone or coffee, step into the light. Let the sun hit your face. Take a deep breath, and give your body the signal it's been waiting for. It's simple, but that's exactly why it works. Up next, we'll cover a habit that calms stress and unlocks your sexual nervous system. And this one? It's one of my personal favorites. Habit 2. Deep belly breathing. Now that your body has received its natural morning light, it's time to focus on the silent engine behind your erections, your nervous system. Habit number 2 is simple but powerful. Deep belly breathing, also called diaphragmatic breathing. This calms your system and reduces cortisol, the stress hormone that silently destroys your sexual function. When you breathe shallowly into your chest, your body enters fight or flight mode. That tightens your blood vessels, cuts nitric oxide, and shuts down arousal. But when you breathe from the belly, slowly and deeply, you activate your parasympathetic system, the one that tells your body, you're safe, it's okay to respond. And that's when the magic happens. Here's how to do it. Sit upright. Put one hand on your chest, the other on your belly. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, letting your belly rise. Hold for 2 seconds. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Do this for 3 to 5 minutes every morning. It balances your body and mind, and primes your system for everything that comes next. This isn't just about erections, it's about emotional control, clarity, and presence. Many men who added this habit sleep better, stress less, and even perform better at work. Because how you breathe shapes how your body responds, including how it responds in the bedroom. Now that you've learned to calm your body from the inside, let's talk about strengthening it from the outside. The next habit is fast, discreet, and targets the exact muscles that control your erections. And very few men over 60 are doing it, which is why it might become your secret weapon. Habit 3. Pelvic floor muscle training. This third habit is the most overlooked, yet one of the most transformative. I'm talking about pelvic floor muscle training, the foundational muscles that support your erections. They're deep muscles you can't see but definitely feel. They control blood retention, erection strength, and even ejaculation timing. Strengthening this area is like reinforcing the pillars of a bridge. You've probably activated these muscles without realizing it. For example, when you stop your urine midstream. That's the main group we need to train. Here's how. Contract those muscles without tightening your glutes or holding your breath. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds, then release. Do 3 sets of 10 reps per day, sitting or lying down. Takes less than 5 minutes, and no one around you will even notice. Over time, these muscles become stronger and more responsive. That means better control, better firmness, and longer duration. Many of my patients notice improvements as early as the 2nd week. Plus, this habit supports prostate health, reduces incontinence risk, and boosts intimacy confidence. It's a structural upgrade that makes a real difference. Remember, no strong foundation, no lasting performance. An erection isn't just about blood flow coming in, it's also about holding it there. And that's exactly what these muscles do. Training them is like locking the gate that keeps the blood from slipping away too early. Best of all, you can practice while watching TV, driving, or even in the shower. Now that we've activated your hormones, calmed your nervous system, and strengthened your foundation, you need one last thing: fuel. Next up, I'll show you how a strategic breakfast can make or break everything you've built so far. And it's where most men go wrong, right at the start of the day. Bonus: strategic breakfast. Now that your body's been activated, it's time to fuel it. Breakfast is one of the most critical moments for hormonal health, and sadly, one of the most sabotaged. Most men start their day with white bread, strong coffee, and sugar. It seems harmless, but it causes insulin spikes, oxidative stress, and crashes your testosterone. A self-inflicted setback. What you eat in the morning can either boost or block your nitric oxide and blood flow. That's why I recommend foods that support your hormones and vessels: eggs, avocado, olive oil, berries, nuts, and green tea. These improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and keep your energy steady without overload. They set your system up to perform, in every sense. Avoid skipping breakfast or overusing random supplements. Your body needs healthy fats, protein, and natural antioxidants to start the day in balance. If possible, go easy on caffeine. One small cup, without refined sugar, is fine. But drinking strong coffee on an empty stomach just boosts cortisol and undoes your morning progress. A great option? Try a power plate. 2 whole eggs, half an avocado, a handful of nuts, and a warm, antioxidant-rich drink. It's simple, quick, and powerful. This type of meal preps your body for both physical and sexual performance. Remember, erections aren't just about stimulation. They're also about nutrition. And what you eat? Your body listens. Now that you know the 3 core habits plus 1 key dietary shift, only one piece is missing: consistency. In the next section, I'll show you how to turn this into a daily ritual, no matter how busy your life is. Because there's only one real way to change your body. You have to make it a lifestyle. The importance of simplicity and consistency. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. The biggest trap for men over 60 is thinking they need to change everything at once, and then changing nothing. The erection circuit was built to be simple, direct, and easy to follow. Because it's the small daily habits that lead to the biggest wins. Day after day, morning after morning. Will you miss a day? Sure. Make a mistake? Of course. What matters is getting back to it the next day. Your body doesn't need speed, it needs repeated signals. And the beauty of this method is that over time, it becomes second nature. I've worked with men who had tried everything, with no success. But when they applied these small daily steps, things started to shift. Not just physically, but emotionally. Their confidence returned, intimacy improved, motivation came back. Because a man who feels his body responding starts believing again. Use reminders, alarms, sticky notes. Create your own version of this ritual, one that fits your life. Don't copy someone else's routine. Adapt it to your reality. What matters isn't the most complex system. It's the one you'll actually repeat. If you've made it this far, you've already taken the first step. Now there's only one thing left. Put it into action. And in the final words, I want to remind you what's truly at stake, and invite you into something bigger. Because this path you've started might be the turning point you've been waiting for. So tell me, why keep living with limits? when your body still has so much power inside. You've just learned a simple, clear, and powerful plan, made for men like you who don't want to depend on pills or accept decline as destiny. The choice is yours, every single morning. Will you wake up tomorrow and keep repeating the same silent mistakes? Or will you rise with intention, presence, and action? The difference between an exhausted man and a thriving one is the routine he chooses. And now you have everything you need to flip that switch, with real, accessible, and transformational habits. I want you to look in the mirror today and ask yourself, what if this actually works for me? Because the only way to find out is to try. And if you follow this circuit consistently, the results will surprise you, just like they surprised thousands of men who chose to do something different. If this content made sense to you, subscribe to the channel now. Turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. More tips, real protocols, and no-nonsense guidance on your health as a man. Here, you're not left behind. Here, you rebuild yourself. Remember, aging is inevitable, but losing your power, that's optional.